Hey there, everyone. Today, we're diving into a topic that hits home for so many of us, aging and that ever-present desire to look younger.
Absolutely. It's interesting how society bombards us with messages about anti-aging, isn't it? I mean, there's so much misinformation out there.
Right? Like the idea that there's a magic cream or pill that can turn back the clock overnight. It's almost laughable when you think about it.
Exactly. And then there's the myth that aging is something to be feared. But isn't it more about embracing the changes and finding ways to feel good at any age?
For sure. But how do you think people can shift their mindset from fear to acceptance? It's not an easy switch to make.
I think it starts with education, understanding what aging really means, and recognizing that it's a natural part of life can help. Plus, knowing the truth behind those myths can empower people.
Totally agree. And I think sharing personal experiences can also help. When people hear stories about aging gracefully, it can inspire them.
Absolutely. So, what do you say we explore some of those common misconceptions about anti-aging today?
So let's dive into the whole diet thing. I mean, it's crazy how much what we eat can affect how we look and feel, right?
Absolutely. I've read that things like antioxidants can really help keep your skin looking fresh. But what do you think is the biggest misconception people have about diet and aging?
Oh, for sure. A lot of folks think that just slapping on creams will do the trick. But honestly, if your diet is lacking, no amount of skincare is going to save you.
Exactly. And speaking of nutrients, I hear a lot about vitamins C and E. They're supposed to be game changers for skin health. Have you ever tried incorporating more of those into your meals?
Yeah, I've started adding more fruits and nuts to my diet. It's not just about looking good, it feels great too. But I wonder, do you think people are aware of how much hydration plays a role?
Good point. A lot of people overlook water. It's like you can have all the fancy supplements, but if you're dehydrated, your skin will still look dull.
Right? And it's not just water. The foods we eat can also contribute to hydration. Things like cucumbers and watermelon can be super helpful.
Definitely. It's all about balance. But what do you think about diets that cut out entire food groups? Are they really effective in the long run?
That's a tricky one. I feel like while some might see quick results, it's not sustainable. Plus, you could be missing out on essential nutrients.
Totally agree. It's like, why deprive yourself when you can enjoy a variety of foods? Moderation seems to be the key, right?
So let's dive into how physical activity plays a role in keeping us youthful. I mean, we all know that staying active is important, but what do you think really makes the difference?
Right? It's like, we often hear that exercise is the fountain of youth, but I wonder if it's more about the type of exercise we choose. What do you think about incorporating simple routines into our daily lives?
Absolutely. Simple doesn't mean ineffective. Just things like walking or stretching can make a huge difference. I read somewhere that even short bursts of activity can help boost our metabolism and mood.
That's interesting. But don't you think a lot of people feel overwhelmed by the idea of starting a workout routine? Like, they think they need to hit the gym for hours to see any benefits.
Totally. It's like the gym culture can be intimidating. But what if we just focused on fun activities? Dancing, biking, or even gardening can be great ways to stay active without it feeling like a chore.
Yeah, and those activities can actually bring joy. It's about finding what you love. But how do you think we can encourage others to move more without pushing them too hard?
I think it starts with community. Maybe organizing group walks or classes that feel more social than workout focused could help. It's about creating an environment where moving feels natural and enjoyable.
That's a great point. Plus, the accountability factor can really help too. When you're doing something with others, it's easier to stick with it. Have you tried any specific routines that you found easy to incorporate?
Yeah, I've been trying to do some morning stretches and a quick walk after lunch. It's amazing how just a little bit of movement can reset your day. What about you?
I've started doing some yoga in the mornings. It's not just about flexibility. It really helps with my mental clarity too. I feel more centered and ready to tackle the day.
That's awesome. It's all about finding what works for you, right? And if we can get others to see the benefits of just a little movement, we might help them feel younger too. So let's dive into the world of anti-aging supplements. There are so many options out there, but what's the real deal with them?
Right? It's overwhelming. I mean, some people swear by these natural remedies, but I wonder if they actually work in the long run.
Exactly. I've heard a lot about things like collagen and hyaluronic acid. Do you think they really make a difference?
Collagen seems to be a hot topic, but then again, I read that our bodies don't absorb it as effectively from supplements as we might hope. What's the point, then?
That's a fair point. But I think it might still have some benefits for skin. Elasticity if taken consistently. It's all about that long-term commitment, right?
True. Consistency is key. But what about the potential side effects? I mean, not every natural supplement is harmless.
You've got a point there. Some supplements can interact with medications or cause other issues. It's like walking a tightrope sometimes.
And that's why consulting a healthcare professional is so important before jumping into any supplement routine. They can really help navigate the options.
Absolutely. Plus, there's always the debate on whether it's better to get nutrients from food rather than pills. What do you think about that?
I'm a big fan of food. It just feels more natural, and you get a whole range of benefits. But let's be real. Sometimes it's hard to get everything we need from our diets alone.
Right? It's a balancing act. I guess that's where supplements can play a role. But it's all about finding what works best for each person.
Definitely. And staying informed about what we're putting into our bodies is crucial. It's all part of the aging gracefully journey.
Alright, as we wrap up, let's dive into some final tips on skincare routines. What's been your go-to product for keeping that youthful glow?
Honestly, I've been all about moisturizers with hyaluronic acid. They really help plump up the skin. But I'm curious, do you think it's enough just to hydrate? Or should we be looking for more active ingredients?
That's a good point. While hydration is key, incorporating things like retinol or vitamin C can really amp up the anti-aging effects. Have you tried any serums that combine those ingredients?
I've dabbled in a few, but I sometimes worry about irritation. It feels like there's always a risk when mixing strong actives. What's your take on layering products?
Layering can be tricky for sure. I'd say start slow, maybe introduce one new product at a time. It's all about finding that balance, right? And don't forget about sunscreen. It's like the holy grail for preventing aging.
Absolutely. I think a lot of people underestimate how crucial sunscreen is. It's not just for sunny days, either. Do you have a favorite sunscreen you recommend?
I love a lightweight, non-greasy formula that doesn't clog pores. It's so important to find one that fits your skin type. And speaking of fitting things, into routines, how do you keep your skincare consistent?
I try to keep it simple. If it feels like a chore, I'm less likely to stick with it. I think having a streamlined routine makes it easier to be consistent. What about you?
Same here. I've learned that if I can make it part of my morning and night rituals, it becomes second nature. So, to sum it all up, hydration, active ingredients, sunscreen, and consistency seem to be the key takeaways.
Exactly. It's all about those little daily habits that can lead to big changes over time. Thanks for sharing all these insights today.